Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing the topic that is investment basically. So in previous video basically we saw that one person told that from the satellite that we are basically the Bombay Stock Exchange basically is daily creating one bank basically. So if Bombay stock, that is basically the Mumbai Stock Exchange, currently basically its name is Bombay and currently the name is Mumbai. So they one person told that Mumbai Stock Exchange basically is creating daily one bank. So that was basically the shocking basically answer given by the satellite group basically. If daily one bank is getting created, right, basically. So 300 years after the which bank is going to rule which city, which bank is going to rule which country. So this connects to money holding area basically. So in this world basically, if Russian group basically are earning 90 lakh crore per day, 90 lakh crore per day basically I'm telling. So how much rich this group might be? So one person told that yes, yes. And this much bank basically, this much money basically SBI group also don't have. So they are earning per day basically. Per day basically they are earning the money. So one of the person told them, Sunil basically you told in previous video that basically your subscription basically was 3000. Somebody told that 3000 subscription has done. But they have not given the number basically in YouTube channel basically. That means somebody has taken that 3000 data. When Sunil Arnay told that yes, basically 100% somebody has taken that number basically and he is basically earning that money basically. So one of the person told the Russian groups are earning basically more than 90 lakh crore and they are basically creating 300 years after bank basically. So currently basically, so one of the person told why basically you are discussing this thing everything just now basically. So he told that basically government basically of the American government basically when the Microsoft basically asked the tax amount, they basically stopped taking the tax amount only basically. Sorry, the detail of tax amount. They basically stopped taking the tax amount only. Why? Because they tracked that basically. Somebody has came up to this level basically and somebody has connected to this 100 people also. That is a rich people basically who are actually the market controlling people basically. So GDP entire everything basically is connected with this 100 rich people. So in rich people basically you can take as a Russian group also. Why? Because Russia is earning basically more than 80 lakh crore, 90 lakh crore basically per day. So it's a huge amount here basically. And daily basically stock exchange basically are creating some banks basically. So one of the person told that yeah, कैसे मतलब how they are doing this here basically. Per day basically they are creating banks. How that basically might be possible? Yeah, I think basically you are telling something wrong or basically or what basically. So Sunila Nair told that no, basically I am not telling any wrong. Basically, if you want to check, basically you can check how basically the Bombay Stock Exchange basically or Mumbai Stock Exchange is connecting to the creation of bank, and they are doing everything that moment only basically. When the stock exchange basically get closed, the banks basically are created also basically. So this was shocking basically answer. This basically one of the person told that to track the to track the tax box basically who has done the investment basically you connected up to this level basically. So that is basically the tax box basically he invested by which group basically. When you connected to win basically one person basically gone little bit deeper of this, that is the tax box equal to the total investment done in that basically some in American government and Indian government basically, that is the BJP group basically watched this video and they basically stopped taking the tax amount only basically of the America, because American group was basically asking basically that basically we need the detail amount, tax detail amount, but American group basically was not giving it. Why? Because they know when they will give the tax detail amount, they have to give the investor amount also, and that investor amount is that 100 crore. Sorry, 100 people basically. So one of the person to the where these people are staying here basically. Then few people say that few people are the owner of the blood group. like A positive, B positive, X positive, Z positive. They are the owner of the blood group basically. Few people says that they are basically having the control of entire army group of the world. Few people says that they have the entire control of political people basically. If any political, if anything basically happens into the political, that means that person, rich person has done from that 100 people basically. So like this basically American government stopped taking the tax amount basically. But by taking tax amount basically the things are going to be down basically. So few people say that basically they might now basically few people say that basically they are doing the investment basically. The people basically who are into the detail of the text box basically now they are only doing the investment basically. So that is also basically one of the points. So one person basically told that Microsoft basically is connected with the subscription only. He basically takes the, sorry, he gives the subscription amount. Now basically he's not giving the tax also basically. Right. Now basically the one person told that how now basically the because American government also don't know, because they are telling that basically we are number one country and we are basically number one into the software industry. In that basically the Pune is the city basically where American government is telling that basically this is our city basically where we do our all task basically. So from Pune basically entire Americans task basically are happening basically. Like this basically the Pune groups are telling that basically. And we have the control of entire America basically. But American government only don't know that text box is getting created from where basically. So one of the person told that who say that basically we are number one. They only don't know the things basically. So this basically connects to what basically? This connects to that one person is telling that basically we are number one, we are number one, we are number one. When one person basically asked the question, that time basically he got that basically he is not the number one here basically. Because he might, if he might be the number one American group basically, then he might have the answer of this. The government basically. I'm not talking about the SAP company, software companies, the Microsoft company. SAP basically is of some Maharashtrian person basically. And he basically told that basically I will not give you the job basically. So that is different topic basically. So here we are talking about that 100 people basically who say that basically we are the richest people basically. So everything connects to that rich group basically. Everything connects to that rich people basically. So one person told that after 300 years basic, sorry, after 300 years, when bank is created, right, then investment is also created. That this is going to be the investment, this is going to be investment, this is going to be investment. So one person told that after 300 years, na Sunil, this caste is going to end and that caste is going to come. So one person told that basically how you track that basically. So he tracked like this basically. His date basically was decided by some set of groups basically. From that basically he tracked that basically this caste is going to end and that new caste is going to created. So that happens after 300 years basically. And in that basically the banks investment group basically are playing the main role basically. In this one of the person told that basically the sports group basically how they are playing the role basically. So one of the person told that sports group basically lots of people say that sports group so basically they are doing job in Dubai, they are doing job in Qatar, they are doing job in some government employees. So they are doing the job basically, real people basically. So just imagine basically how dangerously the things are created. So after 300 year basically this bank is going to create, this bank is going to do this investment basically. So one of the person told up to what level the things are connected here basically. Up to what level the stuffs basically are connected. So that was basically the shocking answer basically. In this the main thing is text box basically, which is created also. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more deeper.